Hey everyone, I hope you all are safe and doing good. So in the series of learning Python programming language, we are discussing turtle graphics. In the previous video also we have seen one coding exercise based on turtle graphics, right? So now it's time to make a project based on this. See, till now we have seen only one turtle on our screen. So maybe this question has been arised in your mind also, like, can we have more than one turtle? Of course we can have. So in this video we are going to make a project of, you can say it's kind of turtle race, right? And at last it will show who the winner, right? Let me show you what kind of thing I want. So whenever you run that project, it will ask first of all how many turtles you want to race, like obviously a range. Any range you can take. Obviously one turtle, if there is one turtle there would be no race. So at least two turtle, and maximum we can take 5, 7, 8, 10, 15, many turtles. So 2 to 10. Let's take only 3 turtles. Okay. Whenever you will enter, so there is a screen having 3 turtles, right? And they are going to move at some, I don't know at which speed or how you are going to implement, I don't know. But every turtle is having, see, different color. One is red, green, this one is I guess pink or something like this. And at last the winner, after reaching to here to this line, it will show the winner is pink color turtle or something like this you can show, right? So this thing you have to implement, right? Now just pause the video and maybe you can try this out. Or if you are not able to do the complete project at one time, so let's divide this thing. Like how to first you just have to work on this thing. How many turtles you want, this thing, how you are going to input, how you are going to take user input. So this thing, work on this thing. Then have to create multiple turtles. Till now we have created one turtle only. So do that part. Try to create multiple turtles, right? Obviously those would be by default of same color, black color. After that, try to change the color of those turtles, right? Then move the turtle, because at first turtle would be here at the center of the screen at 0, 0 coordinate. So you have to move these 3 turtles here, right? Facing upward. So this thing now you need to do. Next part is now think of moving these turtles further, right? At random speed. And then finally how you will get to know that the turtle has reached to the finished line. This thing you need to take care, right? You have to think. And then whatever the color of that turtle you have to return. Right, one more thing you need to take care here is, here we have 3 turtles. So these are at equal spacing, right? From the border as well as in between these turtles there is equal spacing. If I let me show you. If I run this again and this time I enter 5 turtle. So see, we have 5 turtle at equal spacing, right? So winner is red color, like this. So the spacing also how you are going to allocate. This is important one. I guess this is complex also. If you are good in mathematics, in these XY coordinates, right? In understanding these coordinate system, and in maths if you are good, then easily you can do this spacing kind of thing, equal spacing, right? From the border as well as in between the turtle, right? So you can just pause the video and try this out. So we are going to create a new project, right? Turtle underscore race. Fine. And now under this project, let's create a new file, and that would be only one file, suppose main.py. That's it, right? Okay. First thing we will do, how to take input from the user. You have an input function. So let's take a variable, suppose count, or any variable you can take, and how many turtle you want to participate in the race, right? So let's just convert this into, obviously you have to convert this into int, because whatever you will take using input function, that would be considered as string. So let's take this convert this into int. Now you have to check, maybe if this count is not between 2 and 10, then ask again, right? So if this count is within the range, then you can either print or let's return count. Okay, so let's define this thing in a, let's take a function def number of turtles. See, you can write down the code without function or all, simple line by line, but to manage the code or to look our code better to use some functions, so that like this function is for number of turtle, this function is for the race, this function is for this, so that we can easily manage our code. And if any other is going to look at our code, going to read our code, then it would be understandable for them also. Okay, this function number of turtle, okay, this is going to find out, or this is going to find out or define the number of turtles, like this. So better to use these approaches to look our code better, right? So let's define a function number of turtle, and if this is within the range, then return count, right? Else let's just print a message input is not in the given range and try again, right? So try again means it should again ask how many turtles you want to participate, right? So we are going to put this thing in a while loop. How many times, how many times this is going to be asked from the user, how many turtle you want to participate in the race. We don't know how many times, because once you run this, you will enter suppose 1. So again it will ask, now you enter 11, again it will ask, now you enter maybe 50, again it will ask. So as long as you enter invalid input, it is going to ask you. So we don't know the number of iterations. So here, if you don't know the number of iteration, then better to use their while loop. So while true and this, and if you to make sure count is at least at first 0, so just initialize this with 0, right? Else this, and again while is true, so it is going to again repeat this thing. And if the count is within the range, then it is going to return count and out of this function, right? So to execute this function, you have to call this function. So it is going to return number of turtles, return the count. So let's take a variable turtles and let's call this function number of turtle here, right? And if you want to print, then you can print here turtles. See, no, do not take only turtle, because turtle is name of the module. So please don't take variable name turtle. Turtles is fine. So let's run this and see. Okay, one thing, is it asking how many turtles you want to participate in the race, and I'm entering here suppose 1. Input is not in given range, try again. So again it is asking suppose 89. Again it is asking, this time suppose 3. That's it, because we have implemented this thing only. Okay, one part is done. Now create number of turtles. How many turtle? Whatever turtle you will enter, those much turtle you have to create, right? So how to create turtle? First let's import from turtle module. We are going to import turtle class, because you have to create objects. Obviously using this OOP approach only, we can create multiple objects. We can have multiple turtles in one screen, right? And let's create our own screen as well. So a screen class we have, right? And definitely here we need a random kind of thing also. So let's import random module also, right? Okay. Now if you want to create a turtle, suppose Tom. So this is the syntax, right? Tom.turtle this. Then we want to move this turtle. First of all, change the direction left 90 degree. So Tom.left to the angle 90 degree. And then where you want to move this turtle? Tom. See, if you have this screen, right? And suppose we know the measurement of the screen, 400 width, 400 height. Let's suppose, if you know the width and height, then easily we can play with these coordinate system, right? So first of all, better to set width and height. So let's take some constant 400, 400, both the things width and height 400, 400, right? So one more thing we need to do, let's create a screen as well. After checking the turtle, before creating turtle, let's create a screen, s1 equal to screen, right? And I also set the, by default the size of the screen is 400 and 300, so we want to set 400. So let's set. So see, we have a method specific to screen, setup method, right? Set the size and position of the main window, right? So you have to give width and height, or you can also give like start x and start y just to set the position also, but we will just give two things, only width and height, right? So first was width and second was height, 400 comma 400, or rather than these positional argument you can give keyword argument also, like width is equal to 400, height is equal to 400, to make it more understandable. So this is width, this is height of our screen, it's small s1. So suppose we have a screen this 400, and by default at first our turtle would be here at 0 0 coordinate, right? So this is what y-axis and this is what x-axis, right? So here we have 0 0, so this side we have, this coordinate would be, x-axis is 200 plus 200, here we have plus 200, and this side we will be having minus 200, this side minus 200. Same, this coordinate here y is plus 200 this side, and here y is minus 200. The turtle is here, so let's first we are going to turn this turtle to left 90 degree, and then we are going to move this turtle here. So here at this boundary y would be same. If we have 3 turtle, then one turtle would be, I want to place here, one turtle here and next here at equal spacing, and equal spacing from the border also, right? So for both the 3 turtles, if suppose we have 3 turtles, then x coordinate is changing and y coordinate is minus 200 only, because here y is minus 200 only. I hope you know xy coordinate system, a little bit idea of this thing, right? But y is changing. Suppose if we have 3 turtle, then this is complete, this is width is 400, so this horizontal is x-axis. So we are going to divide this into 1 2 3 4 parts. If 3 turtle, then divide this into 4 parts to put these turtle in equal spacing in between the turtle as well as from the boundaries. If you divide this into 3 parts, then something like this, 1 then 2 then 3 parts. So one turtle would be here, one turtle would be here, and one turtle would be here. One turtle is at this border only, but we don't want this thing, we want spacing from border also. So if 3 turtle, then divide this into 4 parts. If you have 5 turtle, then or 4 turtle, then one turtle we are going to place here, one here, one here, and one something like here. In that case, this would be divided into 5 parts, 1 2 3 4 5 parts. So 4 turtle, divide this into 5 parts. So I hope you got this point. You have to divide this spacing, x spacing between the turtle, because this is x-axis. For this, spacing would be equal, divided this width divided by number of turtle plus 1. 3 turtle, then divide this into 4 parts. 4 turtle, divide this into 5 parts for equal spacing, right? I hope you got this thing. And after that, just change x coordinate and y coordinate would be fixed. Now how to decide that x coordinate, that also I will show you. So first, let's suppose like x spacing. That spacing, that would be whatever the width divide by, or let's take floor division, because this is going to, or it is integer division, it's going to round that answer to the whole number. So floor division by number of turtles plus 1. So number of turtle are in this variable, turtles. So turtles plus 1, but you have to put this thing into bracket. So this is x spacing. right? This thing I hope you got. Okay, now let's create many turtles. So how many turtle you want to create? Whatever turtle you will enter, those many turtles, right? So for that obviously we need a for loop. So for, suppose I in turtles says, suppose I have entered 3. So here, sorry, this should be what, obviously range and turtles, or range we will take from 1 to, if you take 1 to turtles, suppose we have 3 turtles, so 1 to 3, so it will generate only 1 comma 2, because whatever the last -1 range is going to generate. But we want 3 turtle, so if you enter 3 turtle, it will generate only 1 and 2 numbers. So here you have to do +1 also to generate the number equal to the number of turtles. So 1 to turtle +1. If you take this from 0, then you can take 0 to turtle, that is fine. So 0, 1, 2 if you have 3 turtles, right? But why we are taking 1, that also I'll show you, right? So here we are going to create turtle now, right? So rather than giving a specific name to the turtle, because every turtle is like something different, and we are going to make a list of turtles. So first let's create turtle underscore list. Let's create an empty list, turtle underscore list, and let's, what we'll do, create a turtle, append to the list, create a turtle, append to the list, right? So rather than giving a specific name, new, better to take new turtle. New turtle is equal to turtle, right? And let's create shape also, sorry, change the shape to turtle. And now how to set these two equal spacing. So new turtle dot, if you want to move a turtle from that 0, 0 location to any other location, we know we have a function go to or set position or set POS. So you have to give only XY coordinates. See, Y coordinate is same. It's -200 for all the turtles. So -200 means whatever the height, because this vertical line is Y coordinate, whatever the height, divide by 2. Or if you want to put these turtle a little bit, you know, at some distance from this line, because if you put at the edge of that screen, then maybe half turtle would be not visible to you, right? So we can do like Y coordinate would be, first we will decide Y coordinate. So Y coordinate is in minus, because we are downward from 0 to downward, so that is minus. So minus whatever the height, floor division 2, because divided by 2 height, 0 to half up, half down, so divided by 2 plus 10 or 20 pixel up from that boundary. If you want to give, you can give plus like 10 pixel, or if you take minus height divided by 2, that is also fine. -200 also you can take, that is also fine, right? So this is Y coordinate. I hope you got this is Y coordinate. Why this is Y coordinate? Now समझने वाली बात है X coordinate. How to decide X coordinate? If we have 3 turtle, then something like this, 1, 2, 3 turtles would be there. So Y coordinate for all the turtle is -200, but X coordinate for this turtle is, if you think, if you know, assume, or if you figure out this thing, then it would be around like -100, right? And Y coordinate is -200. For this, X is 0 and Y is -200. For this, X is 100 and Y is -200. For equal spacing, obviously, and because this complete is 400, x-axis is 400, right? So this is 0, this is almost in between this 200, so -100, this is 100. So this spacing is important. The spacing is 100, because if you have 3 turtle, then how to find out the x spacing? That width is 400, this width is 400, divide by floor division by number of turtle plus 1. So divide by 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So it would be 100. So the spacing is 100, 100, 100, 100. If you have 4 turtle, then it would be divided by 5 and the spacing would be 80. So one turtle would be here, something like this. Second, third and fourth, like this. So it would be like it's at minus 120x coordinate. For this turtle, it's minus 40x coordinate. For this turtle, 40. For this turtle, 120, like this. Right? So how to decide this x coordinate? The width divide by 2, right? Plus obviously spacing is important. For this, then plus this spacing x coordinate, plus this spacing next x coordinate for the turtle, plus this spacing this coordinate. So obviously you have to do plus some spacing, but spacing you have to multiply that spacing with the number of turtle, first, second, third, fourth. See, something like this, and that would be minus width floor division, it's 2 plus whatever the turtle, the number of turtle 1, 2, 3, 4. So at first we have first turtle, in I we have first, so here we will take I, that is why I have taken here I, 1, 2 turtle plus 1, not 0, 2 turtles, because if you take 0 at first it would be 0 and I would be 0, but there is no 0th turtle, turtle would be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So if you take a 0th turtle, then this side of turtle, this side turtle would be here, but I don't want to place this at this boundary with some spacing. Here I want to place, that is why I am taking first turtle at first one, first, second, third, fourth line, not 0. So I into whatever the x spacing, right? Let's multiply this. So see, if the turtle is, see, width is, let me just show you this thing. X coordinate for first turtle, so width is 400, so minus 400, floor divide 2, then plus I is 1 for first turtle into x spacing is what? 100. If the turtle are 3, then x spacing is 100, so 100. So if you calculate this thing, then minus 200 plus 100, it would be minus 100. So for first turtle, x coordinate is minus 100. That's exactly we want. For second turtle, rather than 1, now at I we have 2. Minus 200 plus 200. Second turtle is at, for x coordinate is 0. Y coordinate is same, minus 200. That's exactly we want. For third turtle into 3. So minus 200 plus 300, it's plus 400. So 100 and minus 200. That's exactly we want. 100 minus 200, right? So this is the formula to calculate x and y coordinate. If you are not getting this, pause the video and just write down this formula. Just on a pen and paper, just draw xy coordinate, take the screen and dry run this thing. Calculate the spacing and width xy coordinate for taking different number of turtles, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. Then definitely you will get it, right? It's simple math. Okay. Now, if I run this, let's run this. How many turtle? 3. So we have a screen. Okay, obviously you have to hold the screen. So for that, at last will be s1.exit on click. Okay, let's run this. How many turtle? 3. See. So let's just make the screen something like this, then you will get it. So 1, 2, 3 turtle at equal spacing. So you don't want to draw this line, so what we can do? Pen up. We can do very simple. So before moving, just do new turtle dot pen up. That's it. Let's suppose we have 6 turtle this time. Let's run this and we have 6 turtle this time. So this is the screen. Okay. Now we have 6 turtle. But there you will say like here from the boundaries we have more spacing. So this is because I'm just increasing this size of this screen by just dragging this something like this. But actual screen size is here only 400 by 400, right? Okay, this thing we know, we have done. Now the colors of the turtles. So let's take color list first. So we have a color list. I am having some color, at least 10 color you need, because maximum turtle you can take is 10. So at least 10 colors you need, right? So let's take a color list of 10 colors, and now you have to, so new turtle dot color we can take from the color list, and according to the, because that is a list, so we can access with the help of index, right? So index, just provide I value. So if the turtle are 3, then 1, 2 and 3 would be generated. At first in I we have 1, so color list 1 is red, 1 is green, because the list index would be started from 0. So if you want to take this 0th also, then you can take I minus 1. So I at first would be 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So first would be red, then I is 2, then 2 minus 1 is 1, then second turtle would be green, third turtle would be pink. Or randomly you can also choose random dot choice, and in bracket you can just give color list. That is also fine. So let me just show you, run this, and let's take suppose 6 turtle. See, you have seen the color of the turtle according to here. First was red, then green, then pink, yellow, like this, right? Now we are going to move these turtles randomly with some pixels. I don't know, because some turtle is moving fast, some are moving slow. So maybe one turtle is moving with 1 pixel at one time, another is moving with 5 pixel, one is moving with 6 pixel, like this. So randomly you have to decide that distance. It's not like that just to new turtle dot forward with some specific pixel 1, 2, 3, 10, 20. No, randomly you have to choose. So the distance would be random, right? Okay, so this for loop is fine till now. We are done. So out of this for loop, directly you can write down the racing logic, or you can just define a function race. That would be better if you define a function. The code would be more organizable, right? Manageable. So def race, let's find out distance is equal to, I want to generate random dot in what range? Rand range 1 to suppose 20, 1 to 20 pixel, any number, 1 to 20, any number. That would be distance, right? And now this turtle would be moving by this distance. So like turtle or dot dot forward by this distance, right? All the turtles, fine. So obviously you have to put this thing into a loop, right? So for turtle in this turtle list, right? Because obviously we can iterate our list. That is why we have created a list and we have appended all the turtle to this list, right? So for turtle in this turtle list, let's find out the distance here, random dot rand range by this, and then that turtle dot forward with this distance, with that random number, right? Something like this. But when to stop? So you have to call this race function to execute this. So let's call this race function. But we want this to be continued till that finish line, right? So we just take a while loop because we don't know the exact number of iteration while true, right? Or we can just take a flag variable as race on is equal to true. At first it's true, right? So while is race on, while true, till then it would be repeated, right? This thing would be repeated. So if you run something like this, then while race on, it's always true. So obviously you have to change this to false. You have to flip this flag variable to exit from this loop, right? So what you need to do, you have to find out if the turtle is moving, see, from this side to this side. So the finish line is this line. So at this point of time, the y coordinate is 200. So you have to check the y coordinate. If the turtle has reached this y coordinate plus 200, because here the y coordinate was minus 200. If it has reached to plus 200, then stop, and that would be the winner, right? So first you have to find out the x and y coordinate of these turtles, and for that we have a method POS. Let me just show you. See, tell turtle state its position or POS. It is going to return turtle's current location, x and y coordinate, right? So yeah, that's exactly we want. So x comma y, 2 coordinate we want is equal to whatever the turtle dot POS. This thing we want, and then we check if that y coordinate is greater than or equal to what? The height floor division 2, 400 by 2, that is 200. Means you have to do is race on is equal to false. You have to flip this variable to stop this while loop, right? And before that, let's print one line. The winner is, and whatever the color we have right now of that turtle. So for that you have to use f string, and we'll fetch the color using the turtle dot, because here we have, or rather than turtle we just take, suppose I'm going to take t. So that is also fine. Here you can take t dot forward by this distance, and we want t dot position, and the winner is t dot. If you want to print t dot color, winner is this color turtle. Winner is this turtle, or winner is like pink turtle or yellow turtle, something like this. Okay, so if I run this, and let's take, we have 6 turtles, right? So these turtles are not moving, so definitely there is something wrong in our code. Let me just see. Or maybe if you have just figured out, you can just comment out this thing, like what is the problem, why this is not moving. It is not responding. Let's close the program and let's see. Okay, this would be 14 turtle list. Okay, still the turtle list is empty because we haven't appended a turtle in the list. So turtle list dot append, and whatever the turtle you have created, new turtle, because obviously that is important, na? Because we are using this turtle list here to loop through for this thing, right? Okay, this time I hope this will work fine. Let's run, and let's suppose we have only 3 turtles this time. Okay, they are moving. And the winner is, see, now the winner is, obviously that was green turtle. So green turtle, 2 times it is printing. See, the turtle, green turtle is out of our range. If you are not able to see, now it's visible, right? So obviously the winner is green turtle, but what it is printing? Green turtle. Why 2 times green? Okay, let's see. Okay, because we are printing t dot color, and if you see this thing, this color method, see turtle.color. So it is going to return the current pen color and current fill color as a pair of color specification. So return or set pen color and fill color. Two color it will return, pen color as well as fill color. But I want only pen color. So better to use here t dot pen color. Now let's run this and let's take only this time also 3 turtles and okay, they're moving. And this time also winner is now see green turtle, as we know. From this also we can see the winner is green turtle. So that is not visible. So better to write down this thing also. If y is greater than or equal to height divided by 2 means 200, not 200 because that would be proper boundary. 200 minus 20 pixel. Right? That is, I guess, will work fine. So let's run this again. And again they are moving. Okay, this time winner is this pink turtle. Pink turtle. Yeah, it's seen. So you can do here minus 20 or minus 30. Right? See. So this is how we can do like the turtle race kind of thing. Or you can just play around with this code and you can just make it more sophisticated and more, maybe like more colorful or more complex type of thing, because it's a simple one. But one thing we have, like if you enter by default, if I run this and intentionally I enter here A rather than any number, so it will just give my value error. But I want it should print like invalid input, please try again. Or you have to enter only numeric value, please try again. This kind of thing. Right? So this also we can check. Rather than converting this into here int, whatever you will enter, first check if the count is, we have function is digit. It will return true if you will enter digit. Right? Whatever you will enter, that is a digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Right? If this is a digit, then convert this count into int, right? If not, else print a error message, please enter a numeric value between 2 to 10, this kind of thing it should give. And here we can do like from here only I want, from this only it will again ask how many turtle you want to participate rather than executing this if else, right? So yes, we have a keyword continue. If you use here continue, from this line only it will again go to at the very first line of the loop, right? Rather than again checking this if else, because obviously no need to check this if else if the count is not a digit, right? Let's run this and see what is happening. If I enter here A, see please enter a numeric value between 2 to 10. Again it is asking, I'm entering H. Again it is asking, I'm entering 1. Again input is not in given range, try again. If I enter here 7, yeah, that is fine. Now you can see the turtle are moving. So the winner is pink turtle, right? And as you can see, the winner is pink turtle, right? So I guess that was not tough one. It's easy one. So if you want this code, then you can, I'll just copy paste this thing in description, right? Or maybe I'll pin the comment, fine. Or if you want this code like in any other way, you can let me know in comment section, fine. So I hope you got this project. This kind of project, you can just work on these kind of projects. Like these are beginner project for beginners, right? Okay. In the next video, we'll see higher order function, right? And then, or maybe we will see one more project first, right? Then we will see higher order function. So now I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.